Helps if I'm in the window when I start to play.
So, welcome to the MyGamer stream. That is Gillman, as always, man in the controls. I am Zack Gaz on Twitter, ZACKGAZ, and this week we are playing Finding Light, which is a new retro handheld style RPG, and it looks a lot like Final Fantasy Legends. So when I saw this game, I was like, oh man, I need to play this. We need to play this. We need to cover this. This looks awesome. I'm kind of excited about this game. I know you're not really maybe thrilled about it, but just the visual aesthetic myself is something to get excited about.
I mean, I played the first Final Fantasy Legend.
Yeah. So
I played and beat the first Final Fantasy Legend.
yes, I played. My brother had Final Fantasy Legend, and I had Final Fantasy Legend 3, and I played and beat
Legend
Final
3
Fantasy.
was entirely different.
Yes, they were all. There was all. Each game had its own something to it a little bit. It wasn't the exact same game. And I never really played a whole lot of Final Fantasy Legend 1, but I did beat. Now, this was, man, how many years ago? Whenever they released 1990 or whatever the hell it was, those games.
Nah, I'm good.
No, we're not going to take the tutorial because we are gangsters. I'm pretty sure we could figure out how to play an RPG.
Yeah,
I would hope.
I've played video games before.
So it seems like you can get up to 4 characters in your party.
Possibly.
And
Lots of save files. So, the funny thing about Final Fantasy... Oh, God. This is an RPG Maker game. How much are they charging for it?
I was just going to start reading through this. This is, let's see here. JRPG with gameplay and graphics inspired by classic handheld RPGs. Finding Light follows a tale of Mari and her quest to find her beloved Abby and solve the mystery of Heaven's Door, a tower that extends from the ocean's depths to beyond the sky. Joined by a wise clerk, the fallen knight, a witch, let's see here, must travel beyond the sky through the ocean's depths and underground to find the entrance to Heaven's Door before the world succumbs to darkness. And it is it's $10, $9.99.
That is way too much.
And it came out on the 15th of October.
I don't want to be that guy, but like, God, people like you just need to have know your pricing structure. Like indie devs know what you're doing. Like when you send things out, be humble about it.
Apparently, this game was made by one dude.
And which is entirely believable.
And here we go. This is what I want. Ooh, they got a bundle going on right now. Buy the complete Ambrosia bundle saga, where you get Finding Light, Mary and the Black Tower, and Night Bewitched for about $12 right now. And it is defined as a casual indie RPG. It is $9.99.
This is not an armor shop.
This is a spell shop. Three difficulty modes for casual and experienced players, Steam achievements, beautiful grayscale pixel graphics, and 8-bit audio sound effects.
Looks more like that says rub than pub.
Maybe it does. Keller, is that you? Hell yeah, it is. Let's get wasted at this rub and tug. Let us go. Lead the way. All right, now you got a third dude. Oh, 3 free potions. Thank you. Go check out those gravestones, because a piece of paper fell on them.
What gravestone?
That chick said, yeah, check them. Something fell from the sky. Oh. There you go. So you're going to have to check the gravestones in all the cities.
Maybe. Who the fuck cares? Pure air.
Breathe it in. Log. That was going to be my next question is how do we save? Do you have to go to the
I
inn?
already saved. Like,
I
it's
was-
just...
Oh, it's just there. Oh, maybe you can get 6 guys in your party.
Who knows? The game seems very non-specific. And we already have a frickin' boat. Like, the pacing on this game is way too fast. Also, the, just like tearing through towns.
Yeah.
What was it? What's this? It's a holy sword.
That's it, huh?
Yep, that's it. That's what it does. Get in line. Said that like so fucking matter of factly though. The Legends games, those were Saga games in Japan.
They were, yes.
Um,
And then they were like, how do we bring these over to America? Because Americans don't know what Saga is. Let's just call it Final Fantasy because they know what Final Fantasy is and they'll sell
and
more,
they
right?
those sell relatively well.
Yeah.
So they did, and we ate it up. Except Final Fantasy Legend 3 was like sort of entirely different than the rest of them.
Yeah, I would have to go back and play them, but Legend 3
It was
was
more
different.
of a traditional RPG.
Well, the difference is it had this at the time. Again, I was a young kid playing it, but I remember not realizing how the game really worked until maybe like halfway into the game, because you kill enemies, you kill the monsters, and then sometimes the monsters would drop meat.
That's
And
like
then
1 and 2 did that. I don't think 3 did that.
No, 3 did that, but it changed your entire, like, I think in the first couple it just changed some stats or something. I could be totally getting this
No,
wrong.
you would
But number
change into the monsters
You,
in 1
yeah,
and
you
3.
you change you change actually into the monster that you ate it in, whatever you ate it from. And I was like, oh, now I can. So like, then because I was like, this game is so fucking hard, even with grinding. And then I ate like a piece of meat, and I became like a werewolf or something. And then I just started tearing through
Maybe
everything.
you
I
were
was like,
just playing 2.
oh. No, I never had to. I only had. I was playing 3 while my brother was playing 1. But
Yeah,
Final
because
Fantasy.
3 was more of a classic one. I think that was just a straight up level system.
Final Fantasy Adventure, however, not Legend,
No,
was
Adventure was
the real time game.
that
Mana.
was Secret of Mana.
That was Secret of Mana 1.
0.
Yes.
Um,
And that one I thought was the best out of the Game Boy, the original Game Boy Final Fantasies, because it was real time.
yeah, it was decent.
Yeah.
No. No, I don't really want to hear that. And all the magician knows is cure. Fuck him. Why are you even in my party?
Well, you're gonna have to cure because he's not dishing out any damage. So you can't kill guys fast enough. Speaking of Game Boy games, there's a game coming out that's going to be released next week.
He still looks like a fucking wolf!
Roxy?
Yeah! It said, oh, he changed from a wolf into a goblin. Still looks like a fucking wolf.
Next week is Save Me Mr. Taco. I don't know how to... Which is a Game Boy, almost looks like a Kirby, like original Kirby Game Boy game that's going to be released on Switch and Steam for $15. I hope that we get a copy of this to review because I think it looks pretty awesome. Are you going to get Red Dead?
I'm gonna wait. Still looks like a fucking wolf.
Is it Ice 1?
Yeah.
Or is it like ISIL?
It's Ice 1, but Poison
It looks like that font.
There's all kinds of, like, stupid shit going on with, like, the way stuff's spelled. Like, it's like they have, like, Ice 1, but Poison is Poison And so...
Oh, not like Poison 1.
Yeah, and so... In fucking battle, it's magic... But when you leave, it just says skills. There's no magic. Like, there's so much wrong with this.
I like it.
I know you like it. Of course you do. Anything that, like, rubs your, like, little, like, retro gland, you instantly get a boner for.
I like it.
Can that just be, like, your soundbite that you hit every 5 minutes? I like it. It's like, okay, good for you, buddy.
Oh, poison.
I mean, you like it, but you don't have to fucking play it.
I like that it's a basic RPG. It doesn't seem like it's, too complicated. You get one thing that I hate is like you get RPGs and like every single game now there's a crafting mechanic. There's a
crafting mechanic in this. It
yeah,
already said there's a crafting mechanic.
So, it's just I hate where you gotta get a bunch of stuff and then make
The
it.
item tooltips already said there's a crafting mechanic, so you can throw that right out the window.
So I just, I'm not a fan of the crafting and more specifically even the cooking aspect. Like I
You're
don't
not even listening to me.
Yeah, no, I get it. Like that's fine, but I'm just saying I'm not a fan of usually those mechanics.
Yeah, no, and I get it. I don't mind a crafting mechanic if it's done well. I just think that 90% of the time in most, let's say, Final Fantasy games, it's not. It's kind of like what the fuck? Thrown together pretty fucking haphazardly.
Yeah, I just don't want to do it. I think it's like this is just like tedious work. Just like give me a better gun and let's move on.
Sometimes, if it's like, I'm trying to think of like a good example, like Star Ocean, when they did it right in the Star Ocean, said it was like you didn't really have to, like, when you were mainly crafting was to like improve what you already had. I felt like that worked.
How was it in the latest Xenosaga? Or Xenoblade Chronicles? On Switch.
I don't remember there being.
Because didn't you have to like mix and match to like make the blades or something, and then you?
No, the blades were just random.
Okay.
Based on like what kind of. There were like certain or like drop things that you could get. And like some of them would give you a better chance for a better blade, basically a named blade, or like a unique blade, and like there was like cooking and like you could make stuff for like Poppy and things like that, but okay. But aside from that, it was like, and most of it was just like you need X, you need Y. Yeah, it's cool. Just fucking poison everyone.
I started. So, Fallout 4 came out like, was it this time last year or the year before?
It's
even?
like, no, it is like 2 or 3 years old.
Yeah, I think it was the year before. So anyway, my point is, I bought that game. I bought like the super advanced edition where you got the actual physical Pip-Boy for like $150 or whatever it was. But anyway, I never actually played the game, and it's on Game Pass now, on Xbox Game Pass. So I'm like, you know what? I wanted just to give this game a shot because I had it on Game Pass and didn't have to like physically put in the disc. So I started playing it for like an hour, and then I got out of the vault, and then right away, they're like, oh yeah, here's this huge crafting mechanic if you want to make your own shit, and not only are you going to make your own shit, you're going to make your own fucking town.
Yep.
Like build your own town. I was like, this is like exactly kind of like what I don't want to do. Like I get that it's there and like people can get do crazy things with it, but it's like, oh man, I do not want to make my own weapons, let alone make my own town. Like that just seems.
And there's like expansions to it that people lost their shit over.
Yeah, there was like an entire DLC
based on crafting.
Based on crafting. I forget what it was called, but I know exactly what you're talking about. And I was like, oh man, this is just crazy here. I don't want to. So that had me. It's intimidating to me. I'm like, oh man, now it's like I don't want to do this, and you're going to force me to do it. Am I not going to have fun? Am I going to lose something in the game because I'm not building enough, resources or townspeople or whatever? So it's got me worried, like, man, I just don't want to build a huge fucking town and then I fuck it up, or I just neglect it and then it's going to affect me later.
Oh, that's a small world.
I was going to say, the overworld doesn't seem to be designed it seems like it's kind of like haphazardly slapped together.
I'm pretty sure someone made this in RPG Maker.
Can you export stuff in RPG Maker, like a full
Yeah,
game?
abso-fucking-lutely, and people do it all the time and sell it on Steam.
Maybe.
Like, all the fucking time and sell it on Steam.
Yeah. I never knew what the exporting options, how that actually, like, does it export it as like an EXE and you can just put it on Steam, or like, I don't know.
Yes. The answer to your question is yes, and people do it.
Yeah.
I think there's like an option somewhere that you can export it as an EXE.
I know there's a lot of those things too. RPG Maker, there's like how many different versions?
At one point, they were releasing them like once a year.
Yeah. And they've been doing that for how long now? It's been...
Ever. For fucking ever.
Yeah. Nothing on that island, huh? I like how combat is fast, because you don't want to be hanging around here. You just want to, because you're just going to be button mashing through combat anyway.
Yeah, this world is insanely small. Unless, like, it's like a Final Fantasy Legend.
Oh, well, they did say that there's some kind of tower thing that you gotta go in.
And I was gonna say, unless it's like Final Fantasy Legend.
Yeah, I got a feeling it's like, you gotta get to, every 10th floor of the tower or something is when you can, like, warp back out of it and start over again and, go to sleep at the inn.
Yeah, well, right now I'm almost doing a bullshit level grindy thing.
Yeah. I do that with any RPG. It's like I just kind of grind until I get to, level 5 or something, and then I kind of start the quest. You want to have some goal, you want to have some experience. Buy the best sword and stuff before you head out.
Like, I don't even know if I was fully healed when I left last time.
You only had a few potions left, too.
Yeah.
You used those 3 free ones that you got.
Well, I had bought 11 in the very beginning.
Yeah. Target next week is going to have buy 2 get 1 free games on pretty much everything except for Red Dead and I think first party Nintendo games.
It's not bad.
So yeah, if you needed something, you might want to check out Target. I'm waiting for... I want Black Friday... I want Mario Rabbids to be $10 somewhere. I think Black Friday you might see that at like a Walmart.
This game isn't very good. Glock. That's just what it's called. It's Glock.
I like how they go straight to Glock and not just like pistol or something.
Yeah, no, Glock.
Do you care about Red Dead at all?
I loved the last one. But like, I don't know, man. Like, it just the way video games have been recently. Like, I just sort of want to wait and see how things sort of pan out. Like when the game comes out before I jump on it.
Yeah, like Red Dead, even to this day, still sells, on Xbox and PS3, like new copies. Like people are in, downloads and physical discs still. It's like one of the old last gen games that are still.
Yeah, and I still have respect for that game. It's still, and like people will still talk about it, and like
yeah, people still play it.
Yeah, and that's fine. Sorry, had to get a drink of water there.
All these are like Rockstar games. There's so many, Red.
I didn't like Grand Theft Auto 4. It's like one of the few Grand Theft Autos I didn't like.
Yeah, I honestly, like, maybe I'll get flack for this, but I've never been a fan of the Grand Theft Auto games. Like, they just never really did it for me.
3 I thought was important because it revolutionized it. I liked.
You're right. Yes.
I liked the ones before 3.
The top downs.
Yeah, I actually played those on computer when they came out.
Yeah.
What the fuck? I didn't like... Vice City was fine for a while, but, like, I thought that one just kind of, like, got old really fast. Like, as, like, I was playing it, I was, like, kind of getting sick of that game, and people really still like Vice City, and I'm kind of, like, already over. Like, I like, when it was done, I was, like, I'm kind of over Vice City. Like, the only thing that Vice City I ever thought brought to the table was it was the first one with, like, a licensed soundtrack. And that was, like, kind of it.
Yeah.
Aside from that, I think Vice City was kind of garbage.
What about Bully? Did you ever play Bully?
I did play Bully. Bully was... I never finished Bully.
Yeah. Was it okay?
It was extremely story driven. Which is, like, very different than the other Grand Theft Autos. It was like Grand Theft Mountain Bike, but it was very, very story driven. Like, you could run around and do stuff, but it was like to like almost a fault. Like, you're expected to do this, and then you're expected to do this, and then this happens. Like, and like, you're not allowed out of, like, the place until, X amount of time.
What about Manhunt? Did you ever play Manhunt?
I didn't, no.
I know that was like the other Rockstar game.
Yeah, I had a friend in college that had Manhunt, and he played it with the microphone on, and he said that was fun.
Oh yeah, because that was like a big deal PS2 game, and then I think it like got ported to like PSP at one point or something too later.
I think it came out on the Wii, I want to say.
There was a Bully version on the Wii, like Scholarship Edition, I think they call it. But then I think there was like, because Bully, didn't it come out on the original Xbox? And like
PlayStation,
like
the original PlayStation.
Yeah. Okay, and then maybe it was on 360. You got like the.
It was like the scholarship.
The scholarship, yeah, and then like the Wii got a port of it too, at some point.
Sounds about right. Sounds like something they would do. Yeah.
Yeah. But I know it's like a big deal, and GameStop on their website is actually, because it comes out on Friday, and normally for these big games they do the midnight releases. Instead of doing a midnight release, you can actually pick it up, I think they said at 9 p.m. now. So they're doing it like just a few hours early.
That's super fucking weird.
Isn't that weird? I thought it was like...
Well,
I wonder... It was the first time I seen them do like a pick it up at 9 p.m. on Thursday release. I didn't know...
I wonder if it's because they're just like so many fucking people like break street date as it is. Because like at one point you could go to like, I know like 7-Eleven was like selling games.
Yeah.
I can remember
they were like selling Maddens and stuff. They would just sell like big games. There would just be like a couple copies on the counter like as you walked out.
Yeah, and it was like they always broke street date. Like as soon as they came in, like it was like the running gag that like no 7-Eleven was going to break street date.
Yeah, nobody's going to care about 7-Eleven.
Yeah, and it was like it was funny because like that was like back when like 1UP would like do like a weekly show, like several weekly shows, and like it was like when the first Gears of War was coming out, they started to do it, and like they were selling Gears of War, and like they had like this video of the entire office running out to 7-Eleven to
really?
To pick up like because they had broken street date.
Yeah.
And it like I think they had broken street date by like like a week or something.
Oh, but that's see like a day. There's a difference between like a day and a week.
Well, and speaking as someone who worked at GameStop, like we'll get stuff like Grand Theft Auto a week ahead of time. Like you'll get it like sometimes like 2 weeks ahead. You'll get it a lot. Like a long time ahead of time.
Sure, yeah.
Especially big games like that like you're like, how many pre-orders do you have? And you're like 300. And like you will get it
you get boxes of them.
Yeah, like and like they don't all come at once either. Like they'll trickle in.
Oh, so you're not going to get like one or like, a few boxes, each with 50 games in it. Like you'll get one box ahead of time, you get the like one the day of.
Or you get like 3 boxes the day of because you'll sell through them.
Yeah.
Like that's all you'll be like Madden Day. That's all you do is sell Madden. On on Call of Duty Day, all you do is sell Call of Duty for better or worse. All you're doing is selling Call of Duty. You know, like all that GameStop's going to be doing on Friday is selling Red Dead. The thing that I hate about GameStop though is like you walk in, you're like, "Can I get a Red Dead?" And they're like, "Did you pre-order it?" No.
Yeah, they're like, no, but then I can't sell it to you right now because we got to get through our pre-orders.
Well, and it's like, and then I sit there and I'm like,
I just want to buy it now.
Well, and the funny thing is, it's like I'm like I worked at GameStop. I know for a fact that you have 60 of them that you know aren't going to be picked up. Just give me one of those, you asshole.
Yeah.
And it's like, so, like, fine, whatever about that. The thing that I really hate is my local GameStop. I'll like say like sometimes they'll like really piss me off, and I'll be like, "Hey, do you have like?" I'll go in and be like, "Hey, do you have the new Monster Hunter? Did you pre-order it?" No. And like at one point, someone went, "I guess you're shit out of luck," and I go, "I guess I'm just gonna go to Target."
Yeah.
And they're like, "Oh, you're not gonna get it at Target," and I'm like.
Yeah, you will.
I'm like, and I looked at him and I go, I'll see you in 15 minutes with it in my hand. And, like, literally walk down to Target and I go, hey, you guys got the new Monster Hunter? And the guy's like, I don't know what that is, but I'll check. And, like, went and they had, like, fucking 30 of them.
Yeah.
And, like, and my friend, like, I went with a friend, and he's like, are we going back there? And I'm like, I normally don't, but I kind of want to now.
You just want to shove it in this dude's face.
Yeah, I just want to go. It wasn't even a dude, it was like a chick. And I'm like, I normally am not that vindictive, but, like, I really want to be that vindictive right now. Just to, like, walk back there and be like...
Yeah, and the other bonus is if you buy it at Target, you can use your red card and save yourself.
Oh, I
well.
don't have a red card. Ooh. So I'm a fool.
You should get one.
No, I'm not going to fucking be... I'm not going to... I'm not going to get a red card. It's just not going to happen. Why is this coming up when I look in the spell?
What, remove?
It's like the icon for a hat. Look at the icon.
Yeah, go back. Head, hood.
Look at the hood. Look at the hood.
Oh, yeah. And now I understand what you're saying. You clicked it fast.
Yeah, so, like, I'm literally just looking at the fucking icon for fucking...
Yeah.
I'm looking at the icon to get out of it, and all I see is, like, the hood, and I'm like, what the fuck? Why is it telling me I can equip a hood? Yeah, but the game's not awful, but it's also made an RPG Maker, and I don't think this should be $10. I think it should be $5.
I'm sure that when games like this launch, it's like, okay, I'm going to put it for 10, and then I can always just mark it down or have a Steam sale. I'll try to, milk a couple of $10 sales out of it, and then... So, like, Black Friday or something, or the next huge Steam sale, for sure, this game will be... half
this
price.
game will be $1.
Yeah.
Because it will have sold 0 copies. I'm sorry, are we being optimistic or realistic? I hope the person who made this sells 1 million copies and they can retire. If we're going to be realistic, this game is going to be $1 on a Steam sale.
Didn't you already get that chest?
Yeah, remember? And then I died at the boss.
Oh. Ooh, Roxy's gonna die.
Yeah, I did all of this before.
Are you looking forward to any specific Black Fridays, like a deal that you want to see?
I never do Black Fridays. I know you do. I don't, though.
Yeah, I mean, I just, I want to see what's out there, what's on sale. A lot of that shit's online now,
Yeah. The last thing I did, what was it? The Amazon...
Prime Day?
Yeah, Prime Day I did. Which I've never done anything like that before. I would normally look, but...
what was it?
I got a new TV, actually. I got a 4K TV because they were selling one for like $300. And I had an old plasma TV that my wife hates. It's like the TV that she uses to watch TV, basically. It's in the sunroom, so it's like kind of the like the public or the communal TV that everyone uses.
Yeah.
And she just, I don't know, just like I just saw it and I'm like, hey, this is $300. We should get it.
Yeah, that's what's on my radar this year. I want to get myself like a killer, nice 4K awesome TV to, play games on, and then, think about getting like an Xbox One X for, the better resolution and for
It's not that much better.
Yeah, I want to get a nice TV first, and then if they have like some kind of a crazy deal. Actually, last year, the one Black Friday deal that I got is I traded in my PS. At the time, I had a 500 gig. I bought a PS4 in September, and then Black Friday they had a deal where if you trade in your PlayStation, you got like an extra, $50 credit or something. Then if you bought a new PlayStation, which was a 1 terabyte versus my 500 gig, you got like, that was on, $50 off, and then they gave me an extra $50 GameStop gift card. So after the trade-in and the up, it only cost me like $20 to get the 1 terabyte version versus the 500 gig version, and I got a copy of Uncharted 4 at the time.
Yeah.
So it was like okay, you do the math. This is actually like a good deal. You just got to like deal with the Black Friday nonsense of the chaos and everything.
Yeah. I just don't do Black Friday. So, yep. This is Finding Light.
Yeah, so that has been Finding Light. You can check us out at mygamer.com. You can follow me on Twitter at ZackGaz, ZackGaz. You can follow us on Twitter at MyGamerNews. And we posted a bunch of reviews this month. Go check it out. We got a bunch more coming. It is busy game season, so we're trying to keep up as best we can. So thank you for watching, and until next time, game on.